How you doing? Welcome to the APod 2.0.
Welcome back to the APod. As you can see, we got some new digs here, right? Pretty exciting. The weekend that this is coming out is going to be the weekend that we're premiering all of this at WonderCon up in Los Angeles.
WonderCon. We're exhibitors. We're going to be showing off our new game, Tyroke Games LLC, called Primoris. It's the core set. We showed it at Strategicon, Orcon.
Yeah.
At the Los Angeles airport.
At the LAX Hilton.
LAX Hilton.
We weren't in the actual airport. Like, hey, play this game with us, right?
Looks the guys that wear like the yellow dresses and out flowers and shit.
The Hare Krishnas. We're over there competing with those guys for attention. Like, who's going to come hang out with us?
Yeah, we got LAPD told us to move along, and we found our way to the con. But positive experience, great outcome, amazing outcome. It was amazing. It was great.
We're making games great again.
We're gonna make our games great again. Ask anybody, I'll tell you. Great games. We're not winning anymore. We're gonna start winning now. No, it was very positive.
Yeah,
very
it
positive.
was a great experience. I mean, 2 out of the 3 of us had a really great time.
Well, yeah. I mean, Sean and Bree were there as well, so there are 5 of us.
Yeah, total over the course of the whole thing, right? Like back and forth. We were really interactive with everyone there. Everyone really enjoyed the game. People were wearing the shirts while we were there at the con. Giving us some more feedback, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was overwhelmingly positive, as we said in previous episodes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Primoris, we have our banner, which you can't see because it's obstructed by the audio booth.
Yeah, but trust us at home. We tried in the front.
Believe
we tried it
me.
back there. Yeah, that's the only place it works for now.
Believe me, it's going to be a great banner. Amazing.
Yeah,
great banner.
I have normal size hands.
We have a normal size banner. Yeah. Ask anybody, they'll tell you.
But it's also a little bit of intrigue, right? Because it's like you don't get to see it unless you are actually at the con.
Spoiler alert, it looks a lot like the box.
So if you're at home, just blow it up, or if you're on your phone, just zoom in.
Yeah,
and then that's pretty much the same thing as that. So before we continue, we need to address the elephant in the room.
Do what the lack thereof.
Exactly, right? It's a lot tighter of a shot this week, right? Because David is still working off some favors to get us into WonderCon.
Well, we both look a lot heavier without the slimming effect of David. So
I'm actually
sorry.
Yeah, I'm 400 pounds. Yeah. But he's doing his thing in West Hollywood to make sure that we get primo seating, primo spots. So this is going to be the first edition of a segment we have coming up called They Pod One-on-One. And
ass to ass.
It's exactly what it sounds like. Ass to ass, all day, all night. Now, it's just going to be a one-on-one conversation, and we're going to do 3 episodes total, and it's going to be each of us in a one-on-one type situation. And as you can see from the look on Ben's face, he's really looking forward to sitting down and having
the David Chris conversation.
You guys want to preview at home for how that's going to go? You be Chris and I'll be David.
Okay.
All right, ready?
So hey Dave.
That's fucking stupid.
Hey Dave. So read any comic books lately?
Do you eat any burritos lately? That's basically going to be a preview of that's going to be the last episode for sure.
There's going to be a mic drop.
Yeah, at some point.
The headphones are coming off. And
it's in the comedy world, they call it a walkout, right? It's where the comedian is just bombing it and just tearing stuff up as much as he can to try and get all the audience to walk out. And I've actually been a part of one, and I didn't want to leave, but I ended up having to leave. Russell Hicks, that was amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Out.
Yeah. He was like, I'm not fucking getting off stage till every single one of you walk out. Yeah, that's amazing. So it's gonna be a little bit of that going on for the me and David episode. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
Okay.
But They Pod 101, one-on-one. is exactly what it sounds like. It's just going to be me and Ben going back and forth, asking the thrilling questions that everyone at home is burning to know about. You see? The intrigue, it's already building up. Okay.
It's legal.
So, like I said, it's just going to be one question per side at a time. We're just going to go back and forth until we work this out.
What are we going to work out?
I don't know. Well, who knows? We'll see where this goes, right? Maybe I'll be able to walk you out halfway through this episode.
Yeah. Mic drop. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. So I'll start off. Mm-hmm. What is your fondest childhood memory?
What? Oh, my God. I don't... Well, it's probably in high school. I guess that's still childhood, right?
I'll allow it.
I really enjoyed going to this place called Lynch Park in Beverly. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. Like whenever we had like these proms, everyone would go there for like the photo ops. There's all these flowers, and it's kind of almost like worldly. It's not a stroke. We're good. No, so
don't worry, I'm EMT.
yeah, okay.
Like that means anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Get the drill out. So we have a visitor.
Do some bloodletting.
Yeah. Get some leeches. Need some leeches. Some leeching. So it's right on the water, the Salem Harbor, I believe. You can see the Salem Willows, which back in the olden times was kind of like a fairground. So like this little isthmus or peninsula surrounded by three sides of water. That's an isthmus, right? An isthmus. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of those things. You can see it across the harbor. But there's like a gazebo. There's various little compartmentalized courtyards and gardens, and it's almost like an otherworldly type of feel to it. Very like Pan's Labyrinth type of deal. Okay. Creepy as fuck, but awesome place. You go there at night, it's like you just,
Was that like Makeout Point?
No, because it technically is closed at night.
Would you guys break in?
Well, yeah, you just park and just walk over the chain that says closed.
It's like do not enter.
No one cares. Yeah, it was one of those things. I mean, it's a very affluent place of North Shore. North of Boston is multi-million-dollar houses surround it on the water. So on the water.
Water.
Yeah. So the kind of an amazing place.
Awesome. So is it one specific time going there, or it's just like you can just sum it up in every time you went? That just like fondest childhood memories. It's just like anytime I was there.
Well, it's mostly the feeling, like memories and feelings. It's like the smell, the feeling, just being there.
Gotcha.
Like that type of feeling. I guess now it's nostalgia. I get the same kind of feeling sitting outside a library, Amesbury Library, the wee hours of the morning, reading books by the little lantern like thingies around a fountain, right out in front of the Amesbury Library. It's pretty cool. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I got a question for you.
All right, shoot.
If you had to have sex with one Hollywood actor, who would it be?
I think we've already covered this in the previous episode.
Did we?
We sure did.
Was that a lost one? Well,
no, that was not a lost episode.
Well, now since we're on the YouTube,
we're on the YouTube.
We have a bigger audience.
Oh, okay.
So
now, we never did your and David's fucking interview episodes, right?
No, we didn't.
So, yeah. Oh, actually, no. We got you. We don't have David, but I don't think there are any like catmen that we could find for him.
Man.
Yeah. So, yeah, we pick. It's like you have to pick, an actress, or you have to pick an actor. James Franco.
James Franco.
Say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. James Franco. Yeah, and he's so fucking weird that like Maybe he's gonna like hit me up on Instagram or something. Like, oh, fucking
Yeah.
like you hit up
hey,
that
man.
like 17-year-old girl. Like, hey, you want to make an art movie or something,
Hey,
dude?
Chris, what are you doing, man? The stupid eyes.
All right. Question. I can't ask you the same question. Oh, by the way, that's one of the rules. You can't ask the same question back
No
to the other
retorts, no
person.
rebuttals.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is a movie that you would like to see made of? All right. Let me rephrase this. What is a movie or television show that you would like to see made from content that you really like that you don't think they've done it right yet? So, it could be a book, video game, whatever. They might have done something, but if they didn't do it right, what would you like to see made with like modern day special effects, everything else? Like now they're really into hitting the core like subject matter and putting it out there for the actual fan. So what would you want to see?
I would like
happen?
to see maybe not even a single movie, because I know they tried recently with that guy that played Carl Drogo, but a Conan the Barbarian type of thing. Conan the Cimmerian or whatever. Conan the Destroyer. Conan. Just redo. I mean, no one's gonna top Arnold, but the books. Robert E. Howard has such a wealth of literature on this character Conan that, I mean, it's not like there's a dearth of material that they could pick from. I mean, there's so many short stories. There's so many stories that they could do. It could be like the longest running television series, like if they did it right.
If they did it right.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that they can pick from. So much. And it's such a rich story. And the cool thing is, it's like H.P. Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard, they're contemporaries, they're pals. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like they borrowed a little bit from one another. Like Robert E. Howard definitely had the whole otherworldly, great old elder things, the old ones, involved in with the mythology. So it's kind of cool how they have somewhat of like an echo. They kind of echo their works and cite their own works, each other's works rather. I think that's cool. So you can get with the H.P. Lovecraft people, get them involved, get in with the fantasy, Game of Thrones type of people. And then, a lot of times he's mostly a swashbuckler. Just going out in the high seas, just raiding, raping, pillaging. And see, Conan wasn't really a good guy.
Oh, well, he's not even really that great of a guy in the movies either.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, he was in, usually did the honorable thing, but the situations that he was placed in, he got himself there by basically doing scumbaggery,
Generalized scumbaggery.
and villainy and criminality. Yeah, he just didn't give a fuck. He's untamed. He's a barbarian. He's wild from Sumeria. So, yeah, I mean that's what I would like to see. So if you had an option of starring in a movie, what kind of movie or what franchise would it be? And what role would you play?
It would be, well, for genre, it's going to be really niche because, of course, the people at home.
Snuff doesn't...
No,
That's a little bit too niche for our audience, I think.
It's this thing. All right. The niche name for it, you're going to...
You're going to work your fucking tattoo in it?
It's, the niche name for it is torture porn, right? That's what they call it, but it's actual, like, horror movie. But, like, the Eli Roth stuff, like Hostel.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, like, movie like that, right? Like, really crazy, like Human Centipede, like one of those type of movies.
The Serbian film?
I mean, not that hardcore. Not that hardcore.
Okay.
Right? But, like, one of those really, like, extreme horror movies, and I'd be, like, the second person that dies, and I would have something, like, really crazy with all kinds of cool special effects, like, my guts get all ripped out or something.
So it's more like a cameo type of role.
Yeah. I'd be like the Stanley of horror or something.
Yeah.
Showing up in all these different movies and getting ripped apart, like,
Hey, that's that guy from that other movie. Instead of like a Wilhelm scream, it would be like a Chris scream.
Yeah, it's just like the same guy gets killed. I'd be like the red shirt of like horror movies. You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like getting killed in all these different movies, all these different ways. I think that'd be
So
awesome.
would it be like, it would be a genre, more like not one movie or it'd be reoccurring role in different movies.
Yeah, like I said, like the Stanley cameo type deal. It's like always like, like not the first person to die, because usually the first person who dies in a horror movie doesn't always get like the greatest death, but you get to like the second
mysterious
or third.
vanish.
They get into it a little bit more.
So you'd be like Sean Bean, you'd be like, at the end of your career, like when you're like all old and gray, like, oh fuck, there he is, there's Chris again. When is he gonna die? And you don't die in the last movie, and everyone's like, you compared it. Everyone's like, when is he gonna? There comes the fucking Acme safe from the sky kind of deal, and it never
Just
happens.
Like step over, like ever so delicately.
Yeah, but then like you live in the movie, but then in the world of credits, it's like it was like in loving memory of Chris. It's like, did he really die?
He died in real life.
Yeah, and everyone's like, the Google hits, like, is Chris? Is he really dead?
It'd trend on Google for like a day.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
See, look at that marketing genius.
Boom.
Millionaire.
There it is.
Multi-millionaire. You got it made.
Well, I don't think
It's your career
anyone
path.
who's doing like I don't think anyone who's doing cameos in horror movies
Casting
like
for a
this.
red shirt? Red shirt hair? Red shirt.
All right. So if you could play any game again for the first time,
Feels like the first time. What kind of game though? Video game?
video game.
Video game?
You could play any video game again for the very first time. What would you pick?
Oh my god, it would have to be actually a very recent game.
Really?
Yeah. Killzone Shadowfall.
Oh yeah. What platform was that on?
Well, I played on PS4.
Oh, okay.
I think it's available for fucking anything. But if you haven't played the game, make sure you play it and make sure you win. And don't look up the ending, because it's all about the ending. The best ending, I think. Best ending ever. Any video game.
Any video game?
I cried at the end of that game. It was so
Really?
fucking amazing.
Okay, so at this point, when I'm editing this, I'm gonna like stop it and then insert the ending.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
Well, that's like a copyright thing too.
Well, that hasn't stopped you in the past.
Let's just be
Our
honest
6
here.
viewers. Shh.
Yeah, I think we're up to like 25
Can't be serious.
episode minimum.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, 25 episodes. Yeah.
No. This is episode 29.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying like averaging. Like I think we're averaging maybe close to 30.
So if we picked up a new viewer every episode in about 1,000 years, we might.
Get a sponsor. San Diego Gulls. Or like last episode, Ballast Point Beer.
You know,
Kirk.
you know, Chris. I don't know why people. It's almost like people just do things for the money.
Yeah. You know, like
Kirkland Water.
I never want to do that. You got any Advil?
Sure, right here, Chris. Oh yeah.
Refreshing.
What a great movie that was.
Yeah,
I love
that's
the
excellent. You know, Penelope Spears, who did The Decline of Western Civilization, directed that.
No, party on.
Pretty on, Ben.
Party on.
I still use the Game On thing like almost every day.
Game on, okay.
Yeah. Game on.
Car. Yeah. It's good times. Video games, huh? No, I can't ask you the same
Yeah,
question.
that's not how this
I can't
works,
have
bitch.
rebuttal. Yeah. Well, if you could say 30 years ago. Okay.
So when I was
Knowing what
like
you-
-2,
No, like knowing what you know now, if you could go back in time 30 years, what would you do? So the year's all of a sudden like 1985.
$1985.
But you're still you.
So
You're
like basically Back to the Future.
yeah.
Back to the Future. I go back to when my parents were in high school. Wow. It's It's kind of a tough question, because
Oh, I know.
I probably would say, hey, maybe be responsible. Maybe yeah, keep them separated.
I want to
undo my instead of like saving my existence. Maybe I would just
Wow, gotta keep them separated.
Well, my mom, she got pregnant pretty young, so
Teen pregnancy isn't cool.
yeah. So it's kind of like maybe I would have pushed towards, focusing on school and academics and art, 'cause who knows what they could have did, right?
Oh.
So I guess my answer is like I would reverse Back to the Future, like so keeping them together. Maybe I'm like, maybe you guys should.
The great undoing.
Yeah.
That's
That's
pretty nihilistic of you.
It's pretty nihilistic, but it's also kind of heroic because it's also kind of like, hey, who knows? What if like one of them would have invented like, fucking Uber like 20 years sooner? Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Is it lonely up there in your cross, Chris?
Yeah, it got dark for a second, right? But we're bouncing back from that. Hey, Ben,
There's no bouncing back from that.
Hey, Ben. So, what is an unknown talent that you have? What's something that like you're good at that pretty much like nobody knows that you're good at it? Secret talent.
Have you ever seen the movie Unbreakable?
Yes.
Remember that scene when he identifies the guy with a gun by like brushing by him, touching him?
Yes.
Well, I do not have that ability. No, okay. So a talent that I have that people don't know, a hidden talent. Well, my key attribute is my ability to piss people off as a free action. Like I didn't have to try for that free action. So that's well known. That's a well known talent. I guess I can write. I mean, obviously I'm not polished. No one knows. But talent. Is writing even a talent, or is that more like an aptitude?
Well, I mean, if you consider it, because I mean, people like, oh yeah, I could fucking spin a plate on my finger. That would be like, oh yeah, that's a.
Okay, well, okay, for a talent, I can make associations. I can put things together really quickly.
So, like, are you talking about like the spectrum?
What, no, I'm not talking about the spectrum. I'm just like someone has. Like I got a friend out on the East Coast, had some marketing hang-ups. He was on sales. Mm-hmm. And he was like, selling some kind of like a paint protector for your car. Usually high-end models. And like he told me the market and everything. And then just talking to him on the phone, like 10 minutes, I gave him like his fucking meal ticket. Here's your career. Ding, like idea after idea after idea. Just like it's a fount of silliness. Just comes forth sometimes. I can't control it, but every once in a while, it's like I just have like this unmitigated creativity that just wells up and I have to write it down. I like a serial killer, like on my whiteboard. Like I have to write notes or send myself text messages. Otherwise, I will forget. And then I codify the notes, try to organize them. Add more detail and try to I have Word docs, volume, like novel length of Word docs of ideas for little scenes and snippets of heroics and everything else for like stories or short stories or game ideas or concepts for anything, you name it. But I never follow through with it. So when I die, there's going to be some shitbag like, meh. I heard that this guy was something else.
Yeah, but there's no way that he's going to live longer than you. There's no way. Yeah.
And then they're going to fucking come in and...
Unless they do it like Futurama style, where they just have like his head in like a jar and it could still talk and everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's a question, Chris. Who, if you were to meet one person, live, dead, past, present, I'm not going to say future, because that'd be hypothetical. Who would you meet that would absolutely blow your mind and make you completely starstruck? Someone that you would want to meet, but someone that you would almost be like embarrassed to meet because you have so much, you look up to them, or you have just so much like a high regard for them. It'd almost be like a daunting task just to talk to them. You'd kind of feel self-conscious. Who would completely starstruck you?
I would say probably Elvis Presley, just because his life alone, right? And getting to meet him and just be like, hey, what's going on, Kurt? It's just kind of like whatever, right?
Like, hey, Kurt, nice hair.
But on on top of that, like I don't know if anyone at home has ever seen like his writing process, like with him and his band, right? Like TCB and just hanging out and stuff. He'd have his guitar, and then he'd be like, yeah, we'll start out with like 2 on that, or drop it down to a B, and then boom, boom. They'd be like playing for like 15 seconds. It's like, there we go, we got a hit. And yeah, it's a fucking hit. Like all of them just sitting around and just playing, it's just, boom. You know what I mean?
Show me that dance move that you just did.
Yeah,
there.
it would be like meeting Mozart, right? Where they could just sit there and just like shit gold, like all over the place, right? But the thing about the difference between Mozart and Elvis is that Elvis was actually around in the time of like videotape, so it's like I was able to witness it, not firsthand, right? Like secondhand because I saw videos of it, but I was able to see it, like visually see it, because seeing is believing, right? I was able to see all that talent, just like effortlessly spewing out of this guy. Where it took me like years and years and years of playing guitar to become, proficient, and I'm still like eons from that.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
So on top of his personal life and everything else and all the cool shit that he did, just if they said, hey, you can have lunch with Elvis and, hang out and have, like peanut butter hamburgers with them or something like that, I would be so starstruck. I wouldn't even know what to talk about or know what to say, because it would just be, that's
pretty touching.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I wish we could talk more about ourselves.
That was the whole time already?
That's it.
Yeah. Well, you know how much we love talking more about ourselves. So, this is the first part. 2 more to come, right?
Let's do it.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Facebook, WonderCon, Kickstarter for Primoris. Make sure you guys pick up a copy yourself.
And we're out of time.
Bye.